I can hear you. I done on YouTube forever, you know that.
I had a lot of positive feedback about last week's classes from other people as well. Okay, we're going to stand.
I was in Sheffield last week, so
Feet under hip.
Online.
I love looking online.
Right, take a shoulder roll, guys. Okay, so today we're going to work quite a lot of dynamic work. Just because we're not using weights, I mean, instead we're not using our upper bodies, we're just not using the weights to work on our upper bodies. Open your palms, take a big stretch up and overhead. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up to the sky. Now stop on your knees, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs, take a side bend, and lengthen out through the opposite side, then come back to the middle, go the same direction again. So pressing over and back to center, do that again. Missing Ali today, she started coming every week, isn't she? One more, and just hold that position. So come over to the side, take a breath in, soften the knees a little bit more, and go further into that stretch. Seeker, come on. Now push down into the opposite leg, the one that's, you're going to, oh, we're going the same way, it's like, yeah, we are. Push down into your left leg, and then swing to that side and reach further. And then inhale back to center, straight over to the other side. Soften the knees, abs on. Breath.
Oh, yeah, that's the other way.
Yeah, no, they are going the other way, yeah.
Yeah, but it's all calm.
Wrong school.
I should have said, I should have used my left and right together. I was just trying to figure out, do I mirror? And then I'll throw Richard off guard. So
People say we can do
I have to follow Richard.
I'll just do opposite to what I did the first time.
Do one more of these and we're going to hold. So over to the left, pushing down into the right leg, and lengthen. Stop on the knee, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs, push your hips further. And then inhale, center, release the arms, shoulder up. Open your palms again, raise your arms up to the sky, interlace them again, stretch. Then we're going to release our fingers and bring them in front of our shoulders, relax the shoulders by putting back through the shoulder blades, and then sink down into a squat. As we come up, squeeze our arms back into a shoulder extension, and then sink down into a squat, back into a shoulder extension. What's that?
Something's done my back in.
Oh, marvellous. Marvellous start there.
I'll kill this yesterday. I'll kill this on the head.
Now begin to lift your heels off the floor when we come up. So lift and squeeze, drop them, squat. Come up, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, plus 1 hold. Now check out your shoulders. Have they come up here? Drop them. Sink your bottom back. Lift your toes to the front. Pulse. 10, 9, nice and deep. Get down to a 90-degree angle if you can. 5, 4. Now we are heading down towards the floor. So our fingertips are coming down. Grip them onto the floor. Then push your legs as straight as they will possibly go here. So don't lose that connection with the ground. It's very important you stay on the ground. And then push your hips to the left. You extend your right leg. And bend the left knee. Then to center and open to the other side.
About 3 blocks.
And center, other side. So we're mobilizing, we're waking things up.
Longer arms.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that.
It's got a lot to arms, remember? Long arms. We're going 2 more each side.
Your toes got blues.
Your toes gone blue. Come into the center and extend those legs as much as you can. Fold down, chest to thighs, extend the knees, push your weight into the toes a little bit more. Then bend your knees, look forward. We're going for a little walk into a plank. On the hands, drop down, use the mirrors, check out your positioning. If you're up here, back to here. If you're down here, lift back up to there. Now pull your shoulder blades away from your ears, eye gaze slightly forward, then push back into your heels, squeeze your butt, and suck your bellies in tight. Soften slightly through the elbows. If it gets too much, you have the option to drop your knees, otherwise stay here. I'm going to hold this just for about another 10 seconds or so. Pull me up through the core. And then we're going to push our bodies up to downward facing dog. Yoga pose. Take your walk through those legs. Everything you do needs to be active. So even you're statically holding a plank, you still need to be active in that positioning, scanning your body from heel to the top of your head, because you'll lose your focus on one point of your body quite easily. Now, pause here, put your heels to the floor. Look forward towards me. You're going to roll forward onto the tips of the toes, coming down into a plank. We're going to drop down onto the right elbow, followed by the left elbow. We're going to turn our feet. We're going to open out the right arm to the side. Lift that underneath buttock, squeeze it, and lift your hips higher. Pulse the hips up and down, little movement. Your option to drop your lower knee to the floor makes it 10 times easier, so please do that if you need to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn your bodies back round. Pause here, come up onto your right hand, up onto your left hand. Lift your hips to downward facing dog.
You don't move your hands at all. You don't.
Got long arms, Richard.
Still do the arm.
It's all about the arms. There's a lot of disadvantages about having long arms when it comes to things like doing shoulder work and stuff. Pull-ups, useless.
It's great time to shoot this.
That's very true, especially if you have tight hamstrings, right? Roll yourself forward, undulate through the spine, pause in a plank. Drop down to your left elbow, drop down to your right. And then turn your feet the opposite way and lift up. Underneath, buttock needs to squeeze tight to elevate and get a beautiful arch onto that body. Drop your low knee if you need to. We pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Side planks are my favourite things. You know that. 4. We might do lots of them today. 1 more. Turn back to centre. Come up onto your left hand, come up onto your right hand. Feel free to drop your knees at any point. That's fine. Downward facing dog. Really settle into this. This needs to be your relaxation point. And if you're not finding it relaxing, drop to your knees and take a brief moment to sit in child's pose with your toes flexed. Raise your left leg up to the sky as high as it can go. Now look forward towards me. We're going to open the hip, bending the knee, and we're just going to mobilise around the hip area. Also, rotate the chest. Now look at me. I want to open the hip and stretch. Push the thigh back. I've got a wonderful stretch. This is a stretching exercise. Straighten the leg back up. Turn your hip parallel to the floor. And we're going to take our body weight forward into plank again. Pulling the knee forward, tucking it in towards the chest, and extending it back out again for 1. Now here's your easier option. Roll forward, drop the knee, tuck it under, kick it away, and then simply lift back up again. That's your easier option. Bring forward, knee down, curve it in, kick it away, lift it back up. Yeah? Makes it so much more controllable. And you've still got to do quite a work on that leg. Otherwise, come forward, stay forward, squeeze it, and up. 5 more, guys. That's exactly what I need to do. My nose.
Just let it drip onto the mat.
Lovely.
That's what I do.
Come on, let's do this, guys. Pick it up, think it up. 3. Good strengthening work for your wrists. 2 more. We've got 1 more. We've got 1 more. We've got 1 more. We've got 1 more. Everyone bring that knee forward together. We're all going together now. Pull it in, hold. Scoot the belly in. And then drop the legs down. Want a quick stretch? Pigeon. Knee to the left, foot to the right. This is up to all. And I want you to raise your right arm up. Bend the back leg, catch the inside of the toe. Now, if you're struggling here, drop down to here, grab the foot here. And then if you feel you can, bring yourself back to here. So if you're on the floor, if you take your knee a little bit further back, you'll get more stretch in your quad. That's it. Lovely. So I want you to hold the inside of the foot, yeah? Not the outside, inside. And then push the foot into the hand to open the shoulder. So I've got a full extension in my arm, and then turn your shoulders to the front. And then release a little bit and put it in towards your bottom. I want you to let that leg go, stay in pigeon, bring your hands back around, take your emphasis more into that left glute. Raise your right arm up, and then scoop it through, and then try and twist. So you're staying in the center, your upper body staying in the center line. You're twisting under, ideally dropping the head to the ground, or staying up here. I'm too tight to drop my head to the ground, but just try not to fall into your stretch either. And then bring that hand back. Sit up tall. Sit down. Everyone sit into your left butt, cheek, and swing the legs around. So here, ta-da! Left leg is in, right leg is out. That was meant to flow gracefully. It did.
Yeah. You don't see it?
I didn't see you, Richard, no.
Yes, the trick.
That's the most.
So tuck your leg in and lift your spine up tall. This leg flexed, not flexed, extended, sorry. Toes flexed, so that leg is active. Now, slide this foot down to about the shin. Take your hands across and lift up your elbows. Alternatively, here. Scoot the belly in, soften down. Pause here. So we're going to lift, left leg, rotate, back. This is more of a challenge because you've got more load, you've got further to rotate to. Tap down and lift, mobilizing through the hips. This leg, pin it to the floor. Push it into the ground so you're not wobbling side to side through the hips. Itch. Drop. If you want a bit more of a challenge, extend the leg, pull it in. Extend the leg, pull it in. Just give me 6 more. My right leg's flying up now.
Push it into the ground.
Yeah, push it down. Try it. It just doesn't want to. Last one.
No, no.
Now, everyone drop the foot down, arms forward, sink down a little bit more and pulse. If you wish. 7 legs. 8, 7, 6, straighten it. 4, 3, 2. Now catch around the back of the thigh, even if it's down here. Roll yourself back up again. Lift up. Take that foot around the outside of your knee. Wrap your right arm around. Left hand faces spine. Twist, lift up the foot. So imagine you're pulling the thigh in, but leaving the buttock where it is. And then imagine you're just growing up a little bit more through the spine and then turn deeper. Slide that hand around the outside of your foot on that left side and see if you can extend that leg across. That's all. So this arm will help elevate. And if you are completely extended through the spine, you can open the arm. But if you're here, don't do it. Come on, pull that leg straighter across the other thigh. Lift taller. One more breath. Good positions, guys. Then take your eye gaze back to center. Release it off. Taking that same foot outside. Blend it. All flows. I like a blend. Lift up. We're going to take a stretch into the right hamstring. Come forward. Catch. or underneath your cup. Feel free to grab a strap if you like. If everyone's going to go grab one for someone else too, please. Oh, do we want one? Do one. You sure? Do a band. You're right. Richard? No, you're not all right, Richard. You definitely want one. Where's quite the bird? Council's going to more, you know.
I know, but it's just the back.
Anyone else?
So if you're here, that's the same firm grip. Everybody lift and lengthen up with the spine and then sink down. Stretch into that hamstring. Good.
That's wasted the entire stretch there.
No, I can't get my back down any further. I can't get my back.
Yeah, it's his back that restricts him.
It's my back that restricts me. So.
And that is it.
I need to strap on my back and my foot. The little wrench so I can.
He needs one-on-one.
I do need one-on-one.
But he's here. That's the main thing. You're here. And that's what I just said to all the millions of people that I saw outside just now. I want you to come here. 4 of them. I cornered them all. Why are you coming back? They're like, I know we need to. So is it the Willis lots?
Yeah.
We have multiple of them. That's 6 or 7, yeah, for Graham.
See, I can't get my back any further forward and straight.
Release, guys. No. Okay, let go of your band, side, and then back round onto your hands and knees. You're going to take your left legs out behind you and your right arms out in front. So if anyone doesn't like leaning on their knees, grab a block and put it on your underneath your shin. If you don't like to balance with your arm out, then just take the leg out and leave both hands on the floor. We're going to bring the knee and the elbow out and around, opening out to the side, squeezing into the center, and then lengthening everything back out and squaring off the hips. So we exhale, squeeze out, inhale, lengthen away. Now this is about hip opening, okay? This is about mobilizing our hip area. So you need to lift that knee up as high and around as you possibly can. And the elbow just does what the leg is doing. So the coordination is a bit easier if you're just doing the same thing on the side. What you'll find will happen is your knee will start to drag down. So imagine you're trying to get it as high as your shoulder, even though it doesn't hit your shoulder. Okay, that's where you need to be. You need to look beyond the point where you're actually going. Just give me 4 more. And you're going to do your last 2. You end up with your leg and arm extended away. So 1 more. Kick away, drop the hands, keep the leg where it is. Drop down onto your right elbow. Open out the hip to the side. Pull the knee forward 1 more time. So I pulled the knee right up to my shoulder. So have a look. I've actually rotated my body to the mirror. And then press up and down. Get the leg as high as you can go. If you want more, point the toe and take it to a longer stance in the legs. Squeeze those bellies. Now your right buttock should be feeling this. Your leg that's stabilized on the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then release the foot. If you're here, extend it out. Drop both elbows to the floor. Slide that leg as wide as it will go. Take your right leg out, turn the toes out, line the ankle with the knees, and sink back and stretch the hips. Stretch your groin, inner thighs. So the key to this stretch is that your left outer foot is pressed firmly into the ground. You'll feel the stretch across the ankle. You're trying to get your hips as low as each other. So if you use the mirror, you'll see probably your left hip is higher than your right. Push your bottom back another inch or 2 and sink it down a little bit lower. Press the little toe on that left foot down into the ground. Okay, come up with your hands. Slide the foot back in. Tuck your toes under. Fan your toes, have a look at them, and then sit back into them. We'll do a bit of a toe foot stretch today. We've done that for a few weeks. Know how much you love it.
One of my personal favorites.
So make sure, it's also one of the most important things you can do to your whole body is stretch your feet. Even if it's nasty. If you want more, you can sit back, lift your chest. You might be able to.
It's not getting that position, it's getting back out of that position. Probably
That's where you use your core. This is a Pilates exercise.
more.
Is that uncomfortable for you?
Nice.
Good, isn't it? This is a great golfer stretch, this one. Big up stretch. Golfer stretch. Golfers have the most horrendous thing. Okay, come on. Oh, lift up.
I promise not to play golf, don't I have to do that?
Yeah. Slide your feet like that. You can either tap them, or if you wish, lift your knees with your feet in that position. It's lovely. It is, isn't it? And it's a core exercise. Ta-da! Okay, bring yourself back onto your hands and knees. Drop down to your elbows, interlace your fingers, triangular position through the arms, tuck your toes. So I'm going to give you two options. You're going to come from here, and then you can either drop your body weight forward. We're going to go for a little walk, just twice, and we're going to lift back up. We're going to alternate. Or you can drop your knees down and then do one leg lift there, another leg lift there, tuck your toes, and lift back up to dolphin. So everybody's starting dolphin. We're going to do this together, okay? We're going to rock our bodies forward. So roll off the tips of the toes, knees down or knees up. Lift your left leg, lift your right leg, and then lift back up to dolphin. Roll yourself forward, knees up or down. Right leg, left leg, lift up. And forward. Left, right, lift up. And forward. Right, left, lift up. Use your elevation into dolphin as your kind of stretch. So my elbow's starting to kind of rock and slide a little bit. You going? Right, we're going to do one more. 8 marches in the legs if you can, on your knees or off the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5. Look at the mirror. Make sure you're not lifting your hips. Last 2 and 1. We're coming to the floor. Oh, really good toilet. Oh, not in it. Okay. Fingertips to the temples. Take your feet a bit wider. Engage your abs, engage your buttocks. We're going to lift up into back extension. Look at me. I'm going to side bend, side bend. So I've turned to the side, and then I'm going to reach that arm and go deeper to tap top of the thigh, back, then come back to center. You can either go down for a quick rest or side flex to the left, reach, back, center, and down if you wish. So make a real point of side bend, reach, side bend, center. Side bend, reach, side bend, center. Don't come back to the middle until your fingers return to the temples. So you're maintaining the tension in that area. Can't do this exercise.
I didn't know we could opt out of them.
It depends how full your bladder is.
That's the coffee you just had.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet. Probably so cold now. Right, I'm seeing a few legs flapping around. You need to take your feet to the corners, pin them down into the floor, and then activate the legs. So they're still doing quite a lot of work by just drawing in the kneecaps to the hip flexors. Now let's start to work on those extensors a little bit more. I want you to lift your elbows a little bit higher. I want you to reach and lift the chest about an inch higher. So you're going deeper into the stretch, into this exercise. 2 more each side.
Feet, are we supposed to be flat or on toes? Toes on
Flat, can.
flat.
I'll try and do the last one on each side. Oh my God. Now, when we've done our 2 each side, float back to the middle. Lift. Open. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift higher and arms here.
I apologise for slapping on you.
10, 9, 8, lift, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just release them. Relax through the body, wriggle the hips side to side. Right, bring your hands under your shoulders, push yourself up. Child pose or cat stretch. Active child pose, not a relaxing one. So by that I mean arms are fully extended forward, reaching the fingers, extending the elbows, melting your head and chest down between your arms. Pushing your bottoms into your heels as you reach further forward. So try and engage as much length in the spine as you possibly can. Elbows need to be elevated in order to get that stretch down through the sides of the back. Even the exercises you do are challenging, but I want your stretches to be challenging as well. I think, Anthony, you find stretches more challenging than the exercises.
Yep.
Okay, bring yourself up to hands and knees, tap your toes, step into downward facing dog. Now this should feel really nice and easy now. Nice easy position. Your body's now adapted to this as your relaxation. Take your right leg up to the sky. Once it hits as far as it can go, open the knee, turn and stretch down the right side of the body. Rotate. Turn your chest as well, look underneath that arm. Now your left knee dead straight, heel to the floor. Now extend the leg back up, square off your hips, let go, roll forward, knee to the floor if you need to, tuck the chin, tuck the knee in, and kick the leg up forward. Pull forward. 2. So if you're doing the knee to the floor one, come down, drop the left knee, tuck the right knee, kick it away, and then lift yourself back up again. So it's a slightly slower process. 4 more. Right, last one, everyone. Kick up to the sky. Take a breath. Get your focus on strength. Come forward and hold. Shoulder blades away from the ears. Scoop the belly in, and then you'll lift the thigh another inch. Now drop your hips, extend your back knee. Just for another 5 seconds. And then we park the knee. We take it into pigeon. We slide our left leg back. Knee to the outside, foot to the left. Or come into seated hurdle. Like that. Raise your left arm. Bend your back heel, back knee. Take a round and catch the inside of your foot. Thumb on big toe. Remember, if you need to, drop down into here and do it. And then you can come back up if you wish. Pull the heel in slightly. Now push your foot back into your arm. So you fully extend it, then turn your chest towards the centre, so back to the front. And then the heel into the bottom. It's the facial expression. Right, everyone pull the heel close into the bottom. As far as you can go. Come on, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in.
Like an Olympic statue.
You've gone slightly wrong.
Not Olympics.
Okay, we're gonna begin to free the leg. Come back to the centre. Raise your left arm up. And spread it through. Drop it down. So we're trying to reach down as far as we can go without collapsing out of this position. Anthony still gets the gold star for the most attendance, biggest attendance record.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Through lockdown.
I was there too.
No, you were. You were actually.
I will do. Kept me going.
You did, yeah.
You said, oh, you're YouTube use my phone.
I think we nearly lost you.
Nearly,
Nearly, but you stayed.
well, it was you who kept me there.
There we go.
No.
I'll write that on the on my website as a
I keep you at the gym.
what's the word?
You can never leave.
Testimonial.
Employee retention.
I kept my job at Arlington Business Park just so I could go to Polly's Pilates club. Yeah.
Not
No,
for that-
we're gonna
not
run
for
with
that
that. We're
particular
gonna run
reason.
with that. Okay.
You remember on stage, are you?
Yeah, you
If
want
we
to
keep
stay?
making we do pigeon, I'm still gonna go.
Okay, come into your buttocks, swing that leg around. Flatten that leg and pull your right knee in. Sit tall.
Seamless.
Huh?
So seamless, you missed it.
Okay, so the left leg has to be fixed into the floor. Sit tall. Then slide the foot a little bit further down the shin. Then take your arms forward. Into here or here. And lift and go. Mark, was your back all right?
Yes. Well, it's just like a do.
No, but you thought you destroyed it at the beginning of the session.
Yeah. It's all about that.
Okay, let's go a little bit deeper if you wish. Extend and pull in for 8. Slowly. Auntie does not like slow. 5. Fix that left leg to the floor. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Then take the hands, the arms forward, sorry. Leg down or leg straight. Pulse. 10. 9. So you can have your legs out here. Here, wherever suits you. 4, 3, 2, wherever you are, catch the thigh, roll up, foot to the floor, lift up, wrap the left arm around, right hand to the back of the spine, lift up tall as this. Inhale, grow tall, exhale, rotate. So for this side, we're obviously putting the thigh in towards us, but dropping your buttock down into the floor, so you've got that resistance. And if you feel like you're slanting backwards, use the mirrors to really raise the arm and lift up taller. If you wish, take the outside edge of that foot and straighten the leg, take it across your left leg slightly. And then if you can, take the arm. Do the leg. Lovely. Sit tall, sit tall, sit tall, sit tall. Twist, lift, twist, lift. Straighten the knee. And then come back to the middle. Drop it. Always take a nice little lift. Take the knee out, lift the arms up. Catch that left foot. So use your band if you used your band before. What's my trousers? I don't like really high up trousers. They're horrible. Ooh. A lot of new people in there.
He's been around ages, that guy.
I don't know who it is. Can't think.
Not fella.
Oh yeah,
Quite stocky. Let's call him Brian.
Brian. Brian should be doing Pilates. Okay, just take a little bit more extension up through the spine, lifting yourself out of your bottoms, and then dropping down, going deeper. Relax the shoulders away from those ears, bend those elbows, and go as deep as you can possibly go. Two more breaths. And then carefully just ease it off. We're going to bring ourselves back around, hands and knees. Back down to your elbows. Oh, back up into your hands and knees. My mistake, sorry. Right leg behind, left arm comes forward. Find your balance. Take a breath in, reach. Obviously, exhale. That right knee is coming out to the side. The elbow pulls in, and then kick it away. wonder what way I'm computing for then. So remember, we're trying to get this knee up to the shoulder. That's where you're aiming, and the arm just simply follow the exact movement. Squeezing everything into that waistline, pulling everything away. 4 more. Inhale, lengthen. So when we've done our last one, so I've got 1 more repetition to do, 1 more squeeze in. We lengthen away, we drop the hand only, then drop that same hand down to the elbow, turning our body slightly towards that way. So all I've done is just rotate slightly. Then pull that knee up to the shoulder, and then pulse it up to the sky. As high as it will go. Come on. And then if you wish, that low pointed toe up and down. Work it higher. 8, 7, get it higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. And then when we've done that last one, extend your leg, drop the foot to the floor. Press the outside edge down. Take your left knee to the outside edge of your mat, turning the toes out. Drop to your elbows, a little bit more central between the legs. Slide that foot another, if you can, 5, 6 inches away from you. Push your hips back and down and stretch the inner thigh. Groin area. The more you push of the little toe,
Well, it hurts.
yeah, mobilize your ankle a little bit more. And then you can extend the knee a little bit more. Then you can push your hips back a little bit more and relax through the shoulders. Feel like it's going to snap.
It's very tight.
Try and hold on for another 2 or 3 breaths. So remember, to come out of this, you simply come up onto your hands and then just push your body weight over to the left, slide the knee in. Pose. Beautiful child's pose to finish off. Reaching the fingers, head and chest down. If you wish, you can relax this time, dropping your elbows and just getting a feel for it. You can alternatively be up in child's pose, not child's pose, cat stretch on your elbows and just curve the spine in and out there. It's quite nice to do. It's nice to do anyway, this one, just mobilizes a little bit. Chin up, bottom up. And then we just lift our eye gaze, lift ourselves out, bring our knees together, tuck our toes. We lift our bottoms and we walk to our feet. We grab our elbows, we soften the knees, we allow that flexion to naturally curve through the spine. So no pressure anywhere. Just let your body hang. Just make sure your weight is distributed to all 4 corners of your feet, that your knees aren't like pushed together or fully apart. You can sway, you can stay static, but breathe into it. Swaying is quite nice. What I want you to do is take your hands and slide on top of your kneecaps with your elbows pointing behind, shoulders pulled back and down, and then use your arms to scoop the belly in to roll up, stacking your spine carefully 1 by 1. So you've got the support of your arms, which supports your back. And then you always take that shoulder roll. A few times, up, back and down. Stand tall, open your arms, take a breath in, reach up. Take a stretch up to the sky. And then bring your hands down, give yourself a little bow, give yourself a little clap. Thanks, guys. That's my lady.
That's your lady.
I do know who she is.
She was on the class yesterday.
She was.
With,
She's coming from again.
And we don't know her name either, so we'll call her Brian as well.
Her name is Dan. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember anything.
It's been like 4 years.
I forgot where my mother lived the other day.